Cool. We are on and we are here. Okay, let's talk about my daughter's wedding. So my daughter got married on Saturday, and I probably interacted with maybe about 5 to 10 people in that day that we paid money to services for the wedding. Now, you got to remember that everything that happened on that wedding day was judged on different levels because my mind can't break the difference between them. So, for example, the 5-star hotel that she got ready in, I've lifted the bar right up here. So you get there, the receptionist looks after you. They decide to move the car. They take us up on the lift. Would you like some water? Wow. Service was impeccable. And then you meet the photographer. And the photographer gets now judged on the hotel. She better be 5 stars. Otherwise, I want to notice every little bit about her. You see the difference? Now, as we move on through that, we've got the car lady turning up. So 2 cars turn up, big combi, beautiful. We're sitting in there. The lady's having a conversation. I'm sort of thinking, wow, you know, what level are you at? She was great, absolutely awesome, lifted it nice and high. We then drove to another venue where the wedding got married. My son married my daughter, which is quite unique to see. He gets judged on the same as the 5-star hotel, the same as the photographer and the same as the combi van. Hey, Andrea, how are you? From Fleetwood. Oh, awesome, Andrea. Good on you. As we move through the wedding, the service gets done, and then we move again to the next. Now we go to the reception, to the venue, and we sit there, and the venue now gets judged at the same level. Simple as that. Your clients are the same. So if your client visits you today, they might have bumped into a florist earlier on, or a beauty or a hair salon earlier on, or they might have gone and got a car earlier on, or the movies, or the theatre, or a hotel, or maybe just some shops. Now, you can't control the service that they get. But what you can control is the service that you give. But the problem is you are not being judged on their last hair salon or their last beauty salon. You're being judged on everything that they're being come into contact with that day. And that's how you get judged no matter what. That's why you've got to lift your game and get that wow, that absolute wow. You see, what I'm seeing at the moment, hey guys, you're going to take it on the chin here. I'm really sorry. Most salon owners that I see at the moment, most are pretty lazy. And what I mean by that is that they go to work and they work on today's problem, like let's get money in the till. I need to build a busy column. I need to get in a busy appointment book. They're not working on the future. They forget that when a client comes to them, it's a real human being that walks through that door that's feeling a bit tentative. Where's the big smile straight away? When I have a consultation, will you really listen to my needs? You know what I really want. Have you given me a solution to fix that need? When I move to the basin, I just want to de-stress. Shut up, just de-stress me, please de-stress me. And then come over and work your magic, give me the best haircut or the best wax in the world. And then at reception, ask me if I've enjoyed myself. You know, give me that full service in the salon. You see, we expect clients to go out there and talk about you and say how great you are, but you give a very average solution to them. So you may be better than Jane down the road or the home salon around the corner or someone else just round the bend. But truthfully, you're not being judged on them. You're being judged on everything these people touch. Now, I see people and they go, yeah, my ideal client's between 40 and 50. She probably drives a BMW. She's a business lady. Right. What does she expect when she goes on holiday, when she goes to a hotel, when she goes to buy a car, when she goes out to eat at a restaurant? That's the level that you've got to beat for you to stand out. If you just hit that level, you're average. You've got to beat that for her to go, wow. That's the difference, guys. You've got to know your clients and know what they expect and beat it. Many, many years ago, I mean, people still say that, which is quite crazy. People say the fact that, you know, under promise, over deliver, right? What does that actually mean? Really, what does that mean? Like, I've got a client that we're going to talk to recently that says about the value. She wants to increase her value to her clients. What is that value? Well, the value is in the client's head. What does she expect from you? Price is irrelevant. If you get this right, you will set your salon apart from any other salon in town. Nobody can touch you. Think about that. Like, not one salon can touch you. A client comes to you, they'll come to you because of who you are. I remember someone telling me once, and I believe this is true. If you go to a restaurant and you get wowed, you walk in, the lady's really friendly. She takes you over, she gives you some nice water. She gives you a free glass of wine. Just say it, free glass of wine. The meal, it was impeccable. The food, beautiful. The service, A1. When they bring the bill, do you really look at that bill and itemize it? Most people don't. They go, wow, I don't care how much it costs. I've enjoyed myself. Price. Okay. If the service was poor, how many of you will go through that receipt and go, what, salad, $12.50? Oh, rip off. And now you've got a negative spin on it. And that all comes down to the fact is that you perceive them to be lesser value than what you paid. So you want to set yourself apart. That takes work. We call it the client journey here at the Lifestyle Salon Systems. It's the client journey, our module 8. We dive into that and really make you different from everyone else. But you've got to set your salon apart, because if you want to stand out and be the salon of choice, that is really important. Many, many years ago, that was actually done. You don't become a successful salon by accident. And you probably haven't got time to set these up in your salon. But if you want to be successful and you want to be good, you've got to make the time. You cross the time off in your diary and you make the time to work on your business. That's important. And setting yourself apart and being the best of the best is great. You see, you're getting judged no matter what happens. You can say, I'm okay, Rich. What are you going on about? I'm all good. You're getting judged no matter what. People are coming to you and they're going, I love it or I hate it. It's really good value or it's too expensive. You don't get a say in this. This is happening right now in your salon. What you do get to choose is what they're thinking about. If you lift the bar and lift the bar and lift the bar even higher, then price is irrelevant. I see these people on Facebook moaning every day, oh, they're not coming to me salon, or they say I'm too expensive. They just want the cheap people. I don't think so. I don't think everyone's cheap. I think if your salon is the same as everybody else, the same level, the same service, all they can judge you on is the price that you charge. Well, I say don't be that person. I say set your salon apart from everyone else. The price is irrelevant. You can't go, oh, it's expensive. I always remember in my town when a new client came to me, I said, how did you find me? And they go, I was walking in the shopping center and I saw someone's hair. That's what it was. And they walked up to her and they said, oh, where'd you get your hair done? They said, Richard's, a retreat hairdresser. And so off they went and they came in, they had their hair done. They never once checked my price. They never once said it was too expensive. They wanted a good look. But when they came in, you see, I was a dear salon, which means that I knew that if that type of person came in my salon, they would be up here. And that means my service had to be up here, which means I trained my staff to be up here. And I worked on this for 20 years. I honed my skills and tweaked and kept lifting my bar higher and higher. If I went to a restaurant and I saw how good that service was, I'm bringing it back to my own salon and go, wow, I'm blown away. I need to do it again. And that's how you do it. You see, you get judged on everything that everyone gets talked about no matter what. You need to talk about you. That's the key here. When people know your core story and they come to you, they need to believe it and it needs to be real. So what do you need to do today to make your salon impeccable? Apart from contacting me and say, hey, Richard, I need some help today. How can I get to work with you in 2018? Just PM me. But apart from that, let's go for it. I need to look at your business from outside. So step outside your salon today and look at it and go, would I do business with this? What is this salon talking about? What is it saying? If your salon could talk now, what would it say? I'm a bit tired and grotty, or hey, I'm pretty good. I'm talking to the certain person. And when you walk in, sit in each chair in the salon and see if you can find dirt or what can you see through the mirrors, because that's really important. And I want you to take time out today, if you can, half an hour, just stand at reception and watch your team and watch clients. It's amazing when a client walks through that door, they feel a little bit awkward. They're waiting for that big smile and, hey, Tracy, it's so glad to see you. Come on over. Is it a cappuccino? Let's make it extra hot. You love it extra hot, don't you? That makes me feel at home. And that's the same as your clients. Watch your clients' reactions. You talk about 5-star reviews on Facebook, 5-star reviews on Google. What you want is a 5-star review in their head. Because when they leave, they're going to be doing this to anyone who will listen. And just picture this. You do that for a month or 2 months. How many of these people are going to be talking about you in town? That is growing your business and it's growing it super, super smart. Think about the beginning to the end, the journey that client goes through as she goes through your salon. How can you make it more of a wow? You see, a car is a car. You buy a car, it gets from A to B. People choose a BMW because when they go there, they give a bunch of flowers or a cigar and they cover it up and play music. I've seen it. It's the ambience. It makes you feel good. Then going to a second-hand car salesman and go, car's ready, love. You know, that's the difference with the service. It's like the service industry. You take your car to a good service. I take mine to a good service. I like to go there. I get free coffee and free Wi-Fi, sit in a nice clean area. I speak to a guy that's a human. I don't go and speak to someone who looks like a monkey who talks down to me because he's $20 cheaper because he fits in my oil. That's the difference. I expect a certain service. Maybe I'm a car service snob. I don't know. I just like good service. I work hard for my money, and when I spend it, I want to spend it well. Hey, Martha, how are you? How are you? I didn't see you through. I forgot I'm on Facebook Live as well. I went off on a rant again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so for me, I'm just going to make sure you guys are still there. Let me know how you feel. So it's not about branding. Let's not knuckle this all about, right? Let's not just go, oh, what sort of brand have you got? It's not about branding your salon. Yeah, branding your salon is having a lovely logo and having a lovely nice wall and having a nice pot plant. That's branding, right? Hey, I'm talking about everything you do says everything about you. I'm talking the way you say hello. I'm talking about the way you look. I'm talking about the way you dress. I'm talking about your price list. I'm talking about your music. I'm talking about your coffee. I'm talking about your choice of colors that you use in the salon. Everything you do is talking about you. And I say, talk about it in a nice way. The way that you want to, aimed at the right people. Lift your game. You can't help it. This conversation, to conclude all this going through, I was at my daughter's wedding on Saturday, and I judged everybody, I judged everybody, not in a negative way, just naturally, wow, that was a little bit less than expected. That was a little bit more than expected. We went to the venue. The venue was okay. It was average, like it really was. The service was average. The food was average. The guy was average. But you know what? It did not feel a little bit less average after we'd been to the 5-star hotel. It did not feel a little bit less average than the lady who drove us in the combi that was really friendly, and I believed her story. It was a little bit less average than at the venue that we actually had the wedding reception at. The difference is that we judge somebody on what we've been seeing that day, and you can't stop that happening, and it's happening in your salon right now. Many years ago, we did this right. We did this. A lot of salon owners have to work really hard for this. And I think there's a lot of people out there now who became salon owners because they were really good at hairdressing or really good at beauty and have got their salon and they're stuck. And it's not about attracting bums on seats. That's just one element. It's about when these clients find you, they're going to go and check out your brand. You know, they're going to check out to make sure you're the real deal. And then when they come in the salon, you have to be that real deal. Attract, convert, deliver. As you know, that's what we teach. We do that week in, week out. We do it for over 100 salon owners as we speak at the moment. We're the fastest growing lifestyle salon coaching business in Australia. It is awesome. And I high five anybody that's part of my group. You know who you are. I'm humbled that I'm sharing this journey with you. But this is the real world. Work with me or not work with me. The real world is that when a client walks through that door, if you're good, you'll keep 2 out of 10. If you're really excellent and great, you'll keep 5 out of 10, which means you can actually grow your business twice as fast as anybody else. And that comes down to you giving them the wow factor. The wow factor just isn't a coffee and a bicky. It's more than that. It's everything you do. And it's everything as a salon owner, you're called to do this. This is your job. If you own a salon today, your role is to do this. This is one element of 9 elements that need doing in the salon. One element. Your job is to work out to do this. Let me give you an example. This is not especially a sales pitch, but I'll give you an example because I'm getting carried away here. Is that this is how we do it at the Lifestyle Salon Systems. We have in our bigger course, we have 12 modules. And each month we go deep and we get you to concentrate for 1 full month on one element to make your salon wow. And we do that every single month. So at the end of the year, you have 12 wow moments, like how to attract clients with a wow, how to keep clients with a wow, how to train your team with a wow. Everything is about making your salon a wow. You imagine when a client walks into you and the price is right, the service is right, the quality is right, they're going nowhere. Do you know why? Because there's no one else in your town that can do what you do. Nobody can touch you with a barge pole. That is power. That's how you grow. That's how you survive. And that's where the money is. A lot of salon owners that I've spoken to lately who are doing really well make this really important part of their growth of their business. You went to TAFE, you learned hairdressing or beauty. You did your apprenticeship, you learned hairdressing and beauty. Like, you can't just cut hair willy-nilly. It's impossible to cut hair willy-nilly. You've gone there and someone's taught you about head shape, someone's taught you about angles, and you've learned how to do it. Now it's time to learn business. It's time to learn how to make my salon successful, because you're either one person who's on a mission, means you're working on it, you know what to do, you're going deep, and you're going to have the best salon in town, or you're winging it. And some people could do really well at winging it. I winged it for 5 years before I realized I was running a business. I was doing okay. Okay wasn't good enough for me. I wanted great. In 2017 and beyond, that next year, we're going to see a lot of salon owners, and I'm seeing it on Facebook now. A lot of them are thinking about closing down their doors. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Hey, Yvonne, how are you? A lot of people think about closing down their doors. Hey, Renee, because they've just had enough, the passion's gone. The only thing that's keeping your salon going is passion. So now you got to start building systems in there, because the systems then take over from the passion, and then you can just carry on with your staff and actually do what you want to do best and look after your clients. Somebody has to be in charge of this. Somebody has to be in control. And it's you. You're called to lift your game and be the best of the best. Not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy. But I guarantee you, 12 months from now, when I'm having a conversation, I might do this same topic in 12 months' time and see if any of you actually made an effort to change your business model, because you need to. It's about lifting that game. And that's the difference between you and everybody else. Because if at the moment, if you're the same as everybody else, I'm going to judge you like everybody else. And that means that if you're lower standard than a 5-star hotel, if you're a lower standard than a combi person, if you're a lower standard than the venue, I'm going to think you wasn't worth it, which means I'm now judging you on what you charge me, not on the service you give. Happy days. Hey guys, I'm sorry for the rant through there, but there you go. It was my daughter's wedding. So it was like everything gets judged on everything you do. And that's just the way we are. I am out of here. It's 7:17. It is 1 week to go for Christmas. Oh, just before I go, wait one second, guys. For you guys out at the moment, I think it's a bit tough at Christmas. It's not as busy as it used to be. It's not. Christmas has changed. We're more casual. Who cares? I'm not even going to get a haircut for Christmas. Who cares? I'll get one in January and it's quieter. That's the mentality of people. But the good thing is, January won't be as bad as you think it will either. Have a cracking day, guys.